G.V.Black classification. There are 6 classes of G.V.Black classification. Class 1. Pitt and Fisher caries occur in the occlusal surface of premolars and molars, the occlusal two-thirds of buccal and lingual surfaces of molars, lingual surfaces of incisors. Here the caries is on the lingual surfaces of incisor. Here occlusal two-thirds of buccal and lingual surfaces of molar. Here the caries is present on the lingual surface of incisor. Here the occlusal surface of an molar. So these caries are considered to be class 1 caries. You can see it once again. Pitt and Fisher caries occur in the occlusal surface. This is the occlusal surface of premolar and molars. Then the occlusal two-thirds of buccal and lingual surfaces of molars. That is the occlusal two-thirds of buccal and lingual surfaces of molars. Then the lingual surface of incisor. Here the lingual surface of incisor. Then they are considered as class 1 caries. Class 2 caries. Caries in the proximal surface of premolars and molars. That is the posterior teeth. Here the caries is on the proximal surface of the molars. Here it is on the proximal surfaces of the premolars. Then it is considered as class 2 caries. Class 3 caries. It is the caries present in the proximal surfaces of anterior teeth, that is incisors and canines, and not involving the incisal angle. Here the caries is present on the proximal surface of the anterior teeth, not involving the incisal angle. You can see here the incisal angle is not involved. It is present on the proximal surface of the anterior teeth. Then it is class 3 caries. Class 4 caries. Caries in the proximal surfaces of anterior teeth, also involving the incisal angle. Here the caries is involving the incisal angle. You can see here the caries is involving the incisal angle. The difference between class 3 and class 4 is that in class 3 the incisal angle is not involved. In class 4 the incisal angle is involved. Class 5 caries on the gingival third of facial and lingual surface or palatal surface of all the teeth. Then it is considered as class 5 caries. Class 6 caries on the incisal edges of anterior and cuspal tips of posterior teeth without involving any other surface. Class 6 caries it is. Summary of G.V.Black classification. Class 1 on the lingual surfaces of anterior teeth, on the occlusal surfaces of premolars and molars. In class 2, the proximal surfaces of the posterior teeth. Class 3, proximal surface of anterior teeth without involving the incisal angle. Class 4, it is proximal surfaces of the anterior teeth with involving the incisal angle. Class 5 on the gingival surface, that is on the gingival third. On class 6, it is in the cuspal tips of the posteriors or the incisal edges of the anterior teeth. Thank you.